up, guys? It's your boy Marcel Fuller, aka One Arm Wonder here. So, guys, oh my gosh, this week just started and it's already crazy. It's Monday and my deadline for my YouTube thing is Tuesday. Like that, I always try to do one a week, and like most of y'all are like, "Hey, what is it gonna be? What's it gonna be?" And I'm like, I don't know yet, okay? I don't know. Like, it is really not that I don't know, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. It's the fact that, like, I have so many ideas. Like, it's like, oh, which one do I wanna do? And to be honest, I'm super busy. I'm so sorry, guys. But I'm super busy, and to be honest, I'm not feeling well, like, right now. I just, I don't know, like, this weekend, like, was, like, crazy because, like, it's, the weather is, like, so crazy, like, my body is not dealing with it right now, because, I swear yesterday was, like, sunny, and then now it's, like, freaking cold, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot deal with this. So I'm sorry if I like keep sniffing because like I can't really breathe right now. So oh my gosh, guys, to be honest, if you live in Texas right now, God bless your soul. Like Texas weather, guys, is crazy. Like one time it's like super hot and then the next day it's like really cold, really rainy, just everything. It's like, what the heck? Where did this storm come from? It's like what? So guys, like it's been crazy, but it's really I've just been super busy with wheelchair basketball and school that like I just haven't had time yet. So I just got home from school. Like the reason why I'm over here is because I have better lighting over here because it is currently like I have my light right here because I have bad quality over here. I try to use natural lighting, but it's 9:15, guys. I just got home at 9:15, so I had an 8 p.m. class, and I just got home at 9:15. I take the Via bus, so like that explains it. I have my backpack on. You can't really see it. So yeah, I just got home from school. So it's been crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't really this video might not really be that good, but like honestly, like next video I'm gonna try to do so much better. Y'all deserve 110% from me. I'm sorry I didn't really give that to you this time. So before we get into the video, guys, let's not forget we've got to give a shout out to one special person, and this time it is drumroll. That's dumb. Wula2. I don't know. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. But this subscriber has been like super loyal ever since the beginning. Always gives at least like one like, comments down below, and is like super like motivational to me to keep on making these videos. So congratulations, Wula2. I'm so sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but you know, I try my best. So let's get into the video. Alright guys, so whenever you're trying to accomplish a dream or you're living the dream, you're still going to have struggles and you're still going to have to make sacrifices. Sacrifices are crazy hard to deal with because most of the time it's not simple. It's not black and white. Like you kind of want to do both usually. You know, there's option A and option B. Like, you know, if you're like trying to get a degree like I am, I'm trying to get a degree. I'm trying to go into marketing, by the way. And you know, you want to watch Netflix, but you also need to study. And you know, there's always sacrifices. But like, since my dream is wheelchair basketball, we're gonna stick to sacrifices that I have to make on a weekly basis for wheelchair basketball. I think one of the biggest things I have to sacrifice is time, but more specifically, you know, school versus basketball, guys. So, um, you know, I have to manage both. You know, school to me is super important. I have to get a degree, guys. Like, I mean, I can't just sit around the house all day. So I have to get a degree. But wheelchair basketball also takes up time, and it's like, dang, like I try to manage both. So what I do is I have a super strict schedule, guys. So I have so I have a slotted time for like homework. I have a slotted time for working out because not only do I have to go to practice and games, but I have to work out outside of practice and games to get better at everything that I do. So I have to like keep a steady pace on wheelchair basketball and have a clear eye on school too. So like one of the things that I have to sacrifice is getting up early in the morning. So wheelchair basketball, guys, to do school and wheelchair basketball, what I did is before I made my schedule, I called my coach up and I was like, "Hey, coach, can you kind of tell me what the schedule is gonna be like? Can you give me the practice times and everything?" This was before the season really hit, and we were still discussing when we're gonna have our practices. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about Tuesdays for practices and Sundays for practices or whatever." And I was like, okay, so I made my schedule accordingly. So when people look at my schedule, they're like, why did you take an 8 a.m. class? Blah. Most people do not take 8 a.m. classes, guys. If you don't have to, do not do it. 8 a.m. classes suck. Like, I know in high school, if you're a freshman in college, guys, and you're like, oh yeah, in high school, I had to do it anyway. It's not the same, guys, because especially because I have to get up 8 a.m. every single day of the week, Monday through Thursday, okay? So Monday through Thursday, I have to be there at 8 o'clock. It's like, oh dang. So I have to be there at 8, guys. But on Mondays and Wednesdays, I have an 8 p.m. class too. So I'm usually there at school from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Like, why don't you just go home in the time between? Because to be honest, there's the gym there at my college that I will be showing y'all guys sometime this year and showing like workouts that I do there. But also, it's because when I go home, it's kind of like whenever I go home, I try to separate school and home. It's kind of like whenever you come home from work, you kind of try to let go of work for like a couple hours and just like relax and because you to be honest, at first I was thinking about doing that. I was like, yeah, let's just go home. But I knew I wasn't going to study at home when I have a PS4 and I could do so many other things. So I try to focus when I'm at school and get things done there. I think the most important thing for any sport, or actually, to be honest, just anything, is you've got to be dependable. Whenever my coach says, Marcel, can you be here? I have to say, yes, sir. Because, like, especially guys, to be honest, especially if you're if you're new to the team, if you start like slacking off, like, ooh, that's not gonna look really good. So you got to be dependable. So one of the struggles that I encountered a few weeks ago is the fact. So if y'all don't live in San Antonio, one of the things that they have is transportation, and they have this thing called Via Bus. There's like the free one where you jump on the bus and then make stop, 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 stop. But there's the other one where it's kind of like a taxi for wheelchairs, except like it's $2 a trip, so it's not that bad. But whenever it comes to cheap stuff, it's not great quality. So one thing so I've practiced on Sundays, okay, and so I've been here for like 4 months now, and so like Sundays have not been a problem. Like I've been going to practice, and everything's been fine. So a couple weeks ago, they told me that on Sundays they have a different boundary. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so Circle A is Sunday boundaries. Circle B is Monday through Saturday. So it's kind of like this. And so on Circle B is bigger because it's Monday through Saturday. And I'm in Circle B, right? So like they pick me up, everything is fine. But on Sunday, for some reason, on Sunday they go to Circle A, and I'm not in Circle A, so they can't pick me up apparently. Which is, gosh, like I mean, that kind of frustrated me really badly because it's like, dude, you've been doing this for 4 months now, and now you tell me you can't pick me up anymore. That's weird. And I don't know what happened, but guys, you can't really like just sit around and sulk and be like, oh, it's their fault. Well, I still gotta get to practice, so you gotta be like, you gotta improvise. So what I did, I was like, okay, so how far away am I to get into circle A? Remember, circle A is inside. I'm in circle B, and they're like, okay, like there's a HEB a mile away that you could get picked up from. A mile away, ooh, dang. So most people would be like, no, I can't do that. But guys, basically, whenever one of the things that you have to ask yourself whenever you're facing challenges or struggles, like attacking your dream and just trying to rip it apart, is how much do you love that dream? Like, I have to ask myself every single day, how much am I willing to commit to wheelchair basketball? Because whenever you're living the dream, it's not like I want to do this and the end. You have to wake up every single day wanting to get better, wanting to do this, wanting to do this, wanting to do this. Every single day, I have to wake up and I have to ask myself, how much do I love wheelchair basketball? So, how much am I willing to sacrifice for wheelchair basketball? So, what I do is I have to roll in my wheelchair a mile away to get to that HEB, and I have to usually be at that HEB at 7 o'clock. So I usually leave around like 6:30 to um to get there on time because I have to be there like 10 minutes before, and it's like, oh, so if like they give me a time, usually they give me a time like around 6:50, so I have to be at HEB at 6:40, so I have to usually leave like maybe at 6. But guys, I mean, I don't know, every single time, like it's not as bad, it wasn't as bad as first, but like it's getting colder now, and it's starting to get to the point like, dang, I must like wheelchair basketball a lot, because man, I'm doing a lot for this team. So and guys, to be honest, if you're sacrificing stuff like that, guys, your teammates will love you because you're dedicating so much to them, and they're like, wow, it. I think, to be honest, Merritt, for example, Merritt dedicates a huge chunk of his time to wheelchair basketball. On Facebook, he works out and works out and works out and works out, and he shows videos and stuff, and that really motivates me and that inspires me because I'm like, dang, this guy is like super committed to wheelchair basketball, and that helps me be more motivated because my teammate is committed, so I'm committed. It's all about dependability. So that's one of the other sacrifices that I have to make every single week to go to wheelchair basketball. So another thing about the school thing real quick is sometimes with the VIA thing that I just explained, sometimes you don't get the time that you want. So like my class that ends on Tuesday on 1:45, and sometimes they're like, okay, so I try to like shoot for around like 2:30 so I can get comfortably into that spot without rushing and stuff to get to like my bus stop or whatever. And then sometimes they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you a time of 1:30. And at that point, you have to ask yourself, ooh, okay, so I'm technically supposed to be in class by then. Could I leave early? In college, they don't care that you leave early, but to be honest, I do because I'm paying for these classes. So I want to get this degree. I want to get this degree, and so like it's a toss up. Like, oh, you gotta sacrifice something. You gotta either like not go to, you gotta, I don't know, not go to practice or go to school. And it really just matters. My teacher, I go to English class during that period, and my teacher like understands, like you got other places committed, but you can't, after a couple times, it starts to be like, ooh, okay, is he committed to school? Like, I mean, people will be understanding only for so long, guys. If you keep making the same excuse over and over and over and over, it's kind of gonna get old. So, I really try to fight. Okay, I can't, I cannot skip school. And my teammates and my coach, my definitely my coach really understands, and they are really rooting for me to get this degree because, guys, let me explain something about my wheelchair basketball team. So I am in Division 2. So here's how it goes. So whenever you're really, so I'm doing this all wrong, guys. So what happens is whenever you start wheelchair basketball, you're supposed to start out as a junior. Actually, you're supposed to start out as a prep. Then you're supposed to go to juniors, and then you're supposed to get recruited to college and play in college, and then you go to D1, D2, or D3. D1, D2, or D3 are mainly like adults, like 20 to 30-year-olds, okay? So, like, they're not in school. They don't have to really deal with these problems that I'm dealing. So, I can't be like, hey, I'm in school. Well, everybody else isn't. So, that's kind of my own problem a little bit. Like, they're very understanding, and I'm very glad that they are, and they're very supportive. But at the same time, that's a me struggle. I can't really slow down the team because I'm going to school, so I have to juggle all these things too. I mean, I could have played for the juniors. I had that option, maybe. Like, to be honest, some people were saying yes, you could have played for the juniors. Other people said no. To be honest, that's a whole different video of why I chose to play for the San Antonio Parasport Spurs instead of another town junior team. So, like, that's a whole different video. But I chose, to be honest, as of right now, I feel like I made the right choice. Sometimes it like sucks because you have to deal with all these sacrifices. But to be honest, like right now, I'm standing at the point where I feel like I made the right choice. So. Another thing when it comes to sports, guys, is I think every athlete knows is just sacrificing your body. You have to sacrifice your body day in and day out. I have to, come to school sore because of the workouts that we do. I have to work out. I have to work out constantly, and I have to eat right, and I have to, guys. To be honest, I hate eating right, man. I would rather eat a juicy hamburger or something, a thing of fries than like vegetables. Vegetables, gosh, I hate vegetables, but you have to do it. That's the sacrifice you have to make, and it's crazy, but you have to do things that you just don't want to do, and that's one of the sacrifices you have to do, and it comes to your body. But another thing about sacrificing for your body is injuries, guys. Like any game could technically be your last. Like you're putting your body out on like a pedestal, especially for wheelchair basketball and like really contact sports. Like since I'm super light, sometimes like I get hit really hard and I fly out. It's like we try to prevent that with rules and refs and stuff, but sometimes not. Dude, you're not gonna be protected the whole entire game. You're gonna have to you gotta take that risk. I think it's definitely worth it, but I haven't really been injured yet, so I try to really try to take care of my body. I try to not take risks that I shouldn't, but you gotta. I have to risk my body every single game. I have one arm, guys, and my mom is always worried about Marcel. If you hurt that arm, you're kind of screwed. And I'm like, I understand, but I feel like wheelchair basketball. I love wheelchair basketball, guys, and I think it's definitely worth it. Another sacrifice that I have to make for wheelchair basketball is relationship wise, guys. Relationship wise, oh my goodness, guys! Like I between wheelchair basketball and school, I don't really have time to hang out a lot with people. I mean, I'm not saying like I have no friends or anything, but at the same time, it's not like every single weekend I go to a friend's house and like, or hey, you want to go to this? Sorry, I have wheelchair basketball practice, or sorry, I got a game, or sorry. And to be honest, I love my friends because they understand the kind of commitment I'm putting into wheelchair basketball, and they really respect that, my decision to play wheelchair basketball, and they are definitely rooting for me to keep going with my dream, because I'm doing things that not a lot of people get to do. I get to play wheelchair basketball and play around the United States of America for free, guys. I mean, that's a blessing, and I get to inspire, and I get to talk about things to y'all guys. I get to make a YouTube channel about my journey and my dream. But it definitely takes sacrifice on my relationships. I really try to call my friends, and I try to hang out with them as much as I can. But I'm I don't hang out a lot. I don't really go to the movies or things like that. I gotta make those sacrifices. So that's another sacrifices that I have to make. So y'all kind of get the point. Like any dream that you do, it's gonna take sacrifice. I have to sacrifice every single day. I try to grind for y'all every single day. I try to work out every single time that I work out. I think of y'all guys. Y'all motivate me every single day. Y'all keep pushing me. Y'all, I love the comments. I love the feedback from y'all. So if y'all want to, if y'all haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to me, and that would be like super helpful. If you really like this video, if you really agree with me on all this sacrificing stuff about like you gotta sacrifice for your dreams, give me a big thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment down below and be like, hey, that was a great video. Yeah, I really agree with you. Or like, yeah, like this is the stuff that I struggle with every single day for this sport. Or it doesn't have to be a sport. It has to, I want to be a writer or something, and this is what I have to sacrifice. Everybody has to deal with sacrifices, and this is a family, guys. We're a family, and you can like tell me any struggles that you've had on Instagram, or you can like comment down below some of the struggles that you have had in your current dreams. So yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I kind of procrastinated in this video, and I've just been super busy. I swear, next video is gonna it's gonna be so much better than this. But yes, if you haven't followed me on any of these social media things down below, please follow me down below. On Snapchat, I made your own personal stories. So if you follow me and say that you are one of my subscribers, then I will add you to the story, and you get to see a little bit more into my life of what it's like on a day-to-day basis, and what stuff that I cannot put in these videos because I just don't have enough time. So if you want to do that on Instagram, I post videos and I take pictures and of like what game days are like, and like just major things in my life. On Twitter, I try to motivate my followers on Twitter. So if you need some motivational stuff, you can follow me on Twitter too. So guys, yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.